Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Sweider here with another episode of Let's Play Terraria. It's episode 2. I actually have a serious subject that I want to talk about today. I'm going to try to focus on it as much as I can. It's something that I always thought that like it's the kind of subject that I didn't think that I would bring into my Let's Plays, but this is something that definitely gave me something that I really wanted to touch on with everybody. And I think it'd be a really good thing to share my thoughts on. And so I'm just, without all the talking, and whatnot, I'm just gonna get right into the story. So yesterday I was laying on my couch, just chilling, thinking about today. Today's supposed to be a good day. Supposed to be getting a package that I've been waiting for. And then I get a call. Oh, not a call. My mom gets a call, and she comes into the room and she's like, "Look, sweetheart, I got something to tell you. I don't know how you're gonna take this." And I was like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "It's some pretty bad news." I was like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Well, your father is in the hospital now." Let me point out the fact that me and my father aren't the closest. I actually haven't talked to him in a few years. We don't really get along. But hearing something like that, it's still family, and that's something I really want to stress, is that even though you might have differences with your family, when it comes down to it, it's still family, And I was like, "Well, what's going on?" And she's like, "He's in the hospital," and I'm thinking, it's something fairly minor, maybe like a broken leg or something. And some of you may be thinking that's not exactly minor, but given what's actually been going on, that's pretty minor. So I asked what happened, and she informed me that my dad's wife, her son, just kind of lost it the other day, and my father was sleeping on the couch. And her son came in, and I'm about to die here. Anyways, her son came in while my father was sleeping in his chair after coming home to work. It's about 5 in the morning, Wednesday. And comes in, grabs a loaded gun, and shoots my father in the back of the head. Now, this is one of those situations that I'm like, man, something like that would never happen to me. That'll never happen to me. You hear it in the news, and well, you know what? It happened to me, and it's kind of one of those things that you're like, whoa, you don't know how to react, and I'm still not sure how to react on this news, because it's not something that, like I said, that you'll ever think will happen to you, and the reason I'm telling everybody this is because it leads to the point that I want to make. Me and my father, we've had our differences. We don't get along. We don't talk, and up to today, I've wanted nothing to do with him, to be completely honest. But hearing news like that, the fact that I may never get that chance to make our amends, to, try to have the relationship that we never had. He's in the hospital right now. He's in critical condition. The bullet entered the back of his head and got lodged behind his, I think, right eye. This is about 2-3 days ago that this happened. What is it? It's Friday morning, so 2 days ago since it's happened. I just found out last night at about 9 p.m. And I want to stress the fact that, family isn't, your family and your friends aren't always going to be there. You may have your differences, but there are times when you need to suck up your pride and, and try to forgive people for past mistakes they've made. Because, if I'm at the point where I'm going to go visit my father in the hospital, and if you think about it, if I don't do it now, I may not get that chance. He's in critical condition, and I can't stress this enough. I never thought this would be something I'd be saying about my father. You know, like, I can't stress it enough. If you guys have family, you guys might have your differences. You know, you've had your fights, but you know, that's all petty stuff. I mean, in the end, you know, they're not gonna be there forever. You know, and I'm gonna be sucking up my pride, and I'm not just giving this advice. I'm gonna be taking this advice. I'm gonna be sucking up my pride either today or tomorrow, and I'm actually gonna go visit my father in the hospital. Like I said, I haven't talked to him in about 4 or 5 years, and it's crazy because when my mom first told me this, I'm like, yeah, right, you know, like that wouldn't happen to me. But you don't understand how crazy it is to think, oh, that'll never happen to me. And then about an hour later, I heard it on the 10 o'clock news, and it really set in, and it's like, man, you know, and I don't know if we're gonna have, you know, any sort of relationship. I don't know if we're gonna get along, but it's one of those things that you kind of have to give it another chance, and you gotta hope for the best. I mean, maybe we can get past our differences. Maybe, you know, we can work stuff out. You know, maybe not. But it's better to know that you tried to be there for the ones that, you know, your family. And I mean, it's one thing to have tried and, you know, it just didn't work. You know, but I mean, that's messed up. I never thought I'd bring that personal, that type. I never thought I'd bring anything personal like that into YouTube. But I mean, like, my father that I haven't talked to just got shot in the back of the head, you know, and it's crazy to think that something like that would happen. I mean, you know, like I said, you know, you hear it on the news, kids snapping, you know, shooting their parents, and it's like, that'll never happen to me, but it's happening. It's happening, guys. And you know, and I can't stress it enough how much, you know, you guys are you guys are the Sweider super friends, you know. And this video, this is the kind of, I'm not even, you know, I don't even want likes on this video. What I want every single one of you to do is, if there's somebody that you know that might be going through something, you know, even if they aren't, you know, that you know about, share this video with them, you know, because I think everybody needs to know stuff like this does happen, you know, and you might never get that chance again, you know, to try to make amends and try to make a relationship work, you know. I mean, after things started going bad with me and my father, I'm just like, you know, forget this, I'm done, you know, I don't want anything to do with him. And it's like, now you really, you know, at a time like this, you really see how different things could be. I mean, you know, it's crazy, and it's really messed up that something like this would happen. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even, you know, I know the point that I'm trying to make, but I don't even know if it's getting across, because honestly, I'm still at a loss for words. I mean, you don't quite know how to react to a situation like this. You know, but like I'm saying, he's in the hospital, he's in critical condition, they don't know if he's gonna make it. He's been able to lift his right leg, and he's lifted his right arm and given him a thumbs up. Mind you, you know, this happened just yesterday that he was moving, which is a day after the shooting, which is, you know, it's a good sign. But he's still in a induced coma, and he's resting up, and you know, it's still touch and go. They don't know if he's gonna make it. So, you know, I think everybody, you know, what I want everybody to do, if there's a family member that you don't get along with, you know, I mean, I understand there's some things that you can't forgive somebody for, you know. But if it's something minor, like you know, you got into an argument, and you're just like, you know, F you, you know. Just, I mean, arguments are, you know, they're small, because, I mean, think about it like this. I haven't talked to him in 5 years. Think about how different that call would have, you know, went. All it would have taken was, you know, just a little bit more damage to be done, and instead of a call, you know, saying, you know, your father got shot, he's in critical condition, you know, it could have been your father's dead, you know, and I would have never got that chance to, you know, to be like, look, you know, I forgive you for everything that, you know, that's happened, you know, and try to make something work. So anybody out there who's, you know, fighting with your mom, your dad, you know, you're mad at them, just remember that things don't last forever, you know. Tomorrow might be your last chance to say, you know, I'm sorry, you know, for what I said. I'm sorry for what I did. It's a crazy tough subject to talk about, you know. Like I said, you know, me and my father, we weren't close. You know, we aren't close. We don't talk. I mean, the last time I talked to him, he was calling me on my birthday, you know, after I hadn't heard from him in 2 years, to yell at me about getting in some trouble in school, you know. Like, instead of calling me and say happy birthday, he called me to yell at me on my birthday, and I haven't heard from him in 2 years, you know. And before that, you know, we exchanged some pretty harsh words. Some things were said, you know, but this isn't, you know, about all that, you know. I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody. We had our differences. You know, I can't stress it enough. It's crazy to turn on the news and hear, you know, your father's name followed by was shot in the back of the head by his stepson while he was sleeping. You know, I mean, I doubt that's gonna happen to everybody, and I hope nobody else has to go through this, because this is just crazy, you know. But I'm saying, you know, all those small arguments, you know, you gotta forgive and forget. You gotta move on, you know. I mean, you can't let that anger stop you from something you might not get the chance to, you know, make up for tomorrow. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. I get in fights with, you know, my family. I say some mean things, you know. But I always make sure to let my family know that, you know, I love them. And I really hope that, you know, this video, if it's like any of my other videos, this video might only get about 100, you know, 100 views. But if out of those 100 people, this one video, you know, can help somebody, you know, and help them better a relationship, then I am happy. You know, I'm glad I could help. And one of the other things is, you know, life's short. Don't sit there and dwell on oh, you know, this bad thing happened, this bad thing happened. Life's short, you know. Think about the positives. I mean, today was supposed to be a great day. I'm getting a package from my buddy, which I'm going to be making a video of me opening, because, you know, I told him I would. But, you know, it's like how do you stay happy after something like this? You know, and being, you know, letting this get you down and dwelling on the bad things, it's not going to help anything. You know, you gotta move on. You know, you have to forgive those people. You know, like I said, there's certain circumstances where things are done that are unforgivable, but most of the things, if you think about it, are just small stuff that it's just like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, and you know, you try to move past it. And I want everybody to do me the favor of thinking positive, you know. Focus on the good things, you know. Like, I had a buddy recently who lost a family member, you know, and it's like, bro, you can't let that get you down. You have to think positive, you know. I'm not the religious type, but he was, and it's like, you know, if you are the religious type, you know, think about it like this: if you have family that's passed away, they're in a better place. If that's, you know, if you're the religious type, then just know that they're in a better place. The pain and the stress of life, isn't there anymore. You just got to think. I told him, I was like, don't think about the fights that you and your brother got in, and he lost his brother and his cousin right around the same time. It's like, don't focus on the fights you and your brother got in and whatnot. Focus on the good times that you had, and think about the positive. Because you can't dwell on the past. I keep dying a lot, but I don't even care if I'm dying in Terraria. This is a real talk right now. It's crazy though. You might not get that chance tomorrow to say, I'm sorry. And if somebody's already passed that you didn't get the chance to, say sorry of, think about it like that. I'm sure they forgive you, for whatever it was. And, you got to focus on the positives. Don't think about the bad times and, that you two had. If it is a family member that's already passed on, think about all the good times you had. The times where you just sat around and laughed so hard that your stomach hurt, or the time you guys went on that field trip. Just think about the good times, like that, like even when it comes to the situation where me and my girlfriend broke up. I'm not sitting there thinking about all the bad things that the fights that we had. No, I'm thinking about all the great times that we had, and just trying to stay positive, and like I said though, if there is a family member that you don't talk to anymore because you had your differences, put those differences aside. You might not get the chance another day, and I can guarantee you that if something does happen where they're not there anymore, you're gonna feel way worse. Knowing that you didn't get to forgive them. You're gonna be way more upset with yourself if you don't take that 10 seconds to be like, look, I forgive you for what happened. I'm sorry. It's crazy. And like I said, I never thought I'd bring this serious of a talk into my YouTube channel. This is not something that I thought I'd ever do. I thought my personal life would stay out of it, but this is definitely something I want to touch on. Forgive those who you have your differences with. Like let's say you and your mom are fighting. Your mom is always going to be there for you. Not always going to be there for you. She's always going to love you. Just let her know that you're sorry. For your father, same thing. He'll always love you. Let him know that you're sorry. And if somebody has passed on, you got to think about the positives. And I don't know what else really to talk about. It's just I can't stress it enough how much I want everybody to think positive. And if you have a friend who's recently lost somebody, or you've recently lost somebody, just think about the positives. Things can get messed up pretty quick. And I wish everybody, happiness, and I hope everything works for you all. And I think after I kill this zombie here, I'm going to cut this video off. It's not going to be a super long video. I feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I can't stress it enough how much you need to forgive those people, and and think about the positives. Live life to your fullest, because you never know when some crazy stuff is going to happen. You got to live your life to your fullest. And I hope everybody has a great week. Share this video with your friends. Hopefully this will help them. If you have a friend who's depressed or fighting with their parents, share this video. Just let them know. Everybody goes through some messed up stuff. And they always say it's never too late to forgive somebody, but it can be too late. You might never get that chance. You'll have the chance to forgive them forever, but you'll never have the chance to let them know that you care if you wait too long. That chance could go away. So just let those people, know that you care, You know, even if it's your family that you fight with, they're still blood related. Trust me, it's going to take a lot of pride to suck up, you know, and put aside our differences to go visit my father. Because, I mean, there's a lot of bad, you know, stuff there. We really don't get along. And I'm going to have to, you know, suck it up, you know. Suck up my pride and do this, you know. And I hope everybody, you know, takes from this, you know, something positive. And I wish everybody the best of luck. Please share this video. I don't even care if I get likes or dislikes. Just share this video. You know, hopefully this will help somebody out who's going through some stuff, you know. Because, I mean, that person might be, you know, depressed, thinking about bad things. And hearing this video right here might help them think about the positive things and cheer them up. And like I said, if I help even one person out there who's depressed, you know, it was totally worth it. So I wish everybody the best of luck. You know, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. I'm sorry this video is so like lame, but I wasn't really focused on the video, so, or on like the actual game. So like I said, please share the video. Everybody have a great, you know, week or couple days, however long it takes me to make the next video. And if you want to see me unboxing the crazy gift I'm getting from my buddy, you know, leave a comment. If this video helped you out, please definitely leave a comment, because I would love to know that I helped somebody out. I cheered somebody up. That would just make my day. So I wish you all the best of luck. Sweider signing out. Till next time, guys. Peace.